You all know that I love calling out horseshit in general. It's something of a theme for me here on YouTube. And something that's becoming even more of a theme is calling out Facebook horseshit. It's kind of like my niche, I guess. At least it's going that way, but I still like to diversify my content either way. But blah, 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 blah. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm going to ask a general question to the Facebook users out there. When you see one of those pictures that has the story, a sappy story, maybe even uplifting, followed by please share or like this on your page if you agree, do you research as to the validity of the claims being made? Do you research as to the validity of the story being told? I'll bet you right now 2% of you are raising your hands going, yes, John, I do, because I'm not a big fucking moron. And I don't believe everything I read either. Now, YouTube and Facebook are very good reflections on the general American culture, general American society. I understand that, and that is why I like calling this shit out, because the behavior and demeanor of people on Facebook could be a grand reflection of the demeanor of people in real life. And I see that with people believing everything they see on the media, believing everything the government tells them, believing everything they're told in life in general. Here's what I'm talking about. This thing about Starbucks has been circulating. You may have seen it. It's gotten like 200,000 shares lately and a shit ton of likes. And I've been seeing people go, oh, fuck Starbucks because I'm never going to Starbucks again. Oh, Starbucks, blah, 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 blah. This is how it reads. And this started back in 2004. According to Snopes.com, this is what it says. I have indeed confirmed the fact that Starbucks charged rescue workers $130 for 3 cases of bottled water on September 11th, 2001, so the following info that was passed on to me would not be surprising to me at all. Dear everyone, please pass this along to anyone you know. This needs to get out in the open. Recently, Marines over in Iraq supporting this country in OIF wrote to Starbucks because they wanted to let them know how much they liked their coffee and try to score some free coffee grounds. Starbucks wrote back telling the Marines thanks for the support in their business, but they don't support the war and anyone in it and they won't send them coffee. So as not to offend them, we should not support in buying any Starbucks products. As a war vet and writing to you patriots, I feel we should get this out in the open and blah, 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 blah. Semper Fidelis, Sergeant Howard C. Wright, 1st Force Recon Company, 1st Pilot, RTO, whatever. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I should not have to be telling you this. Maybe you had bad parenting at home. Maybe they shoved things on you and told you to believe everything you heard from an authority figure, parent, fireman, police officer. All those people were taught to respect blindly. Everything they tell you, believe it. So, maybe you have a free pass there for your ignorance. But don't believe everything you read. Don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you hear, because it just might be horseshit, bullshit, bull poopy. However you hear it, whatever adjective you attribute to the word lie, mistruth. It could be that. It could very well be that. So this swelling of patriotism you get by passing over Starbucks is unfounded and untrue. Ladies and gentlemen, this behavior can pervade itself into regular American culture. This is why this is a big deal. This is why I bitch as much and as loudly as I do about these things. You're the kids today sharing this shit on Facebook, but tomorrow you could be the adults that are continuing this mindless fucking behavior. It needs to stop. It needs to end. I'm not saying every one of these images being shared out there are horseshit. Some of them may be true. Some of them are true. I've seen plenty of them. Plenty of these statement images or these motivational, whatever the fuck you would call them, they have had validity to them. But if you do not research as to the validity of them beforehand, you are becoming a fucking brain-dead sheep. Stop it. Do some research. You see a picture, people think, oh wow, it has 100,000 likes and oh my god, and people have shared it, it must be true. Get that shit out of here. It doesn't take long. Go to Google. And a big indication of how really, really stupid things are getting. Snopes.com has tons of these fucking things because of the fact that people saw them in their email and they shared them and forwarded them. And then Facebook and MySpace came along. Well, not in that order, but they came along and people took them from their email and put them on MySpace and Facebook and shared them and shared them and shared them ad infinitum. I'm telling you people, you are fucking dumb and you need to start doing your research before you pass them along. That simple. In fact, it is that simple that I'm ending this video now on that note.